Okay, I've got to go to the bank, so I'm going to take you along with me. So the most direct way for me to go is to follow this driveway on down, go across the road, and then go to my right from there. Because on the other side of the road, there's a sidewalk. But on this side, there is no sidewalk. If I turn right and walk down this road without the sidewalk, eventually I have to cross the road to get to the bank. And let me show you what my problem is. Oh, you're going to see a sidewalk right here. It doesn't go all the way. It just goes a short way. Alright, so there's the sidewalk. That's about as far as it goes too. The problem is I cannot see these cars. And so therefore I can't cross very safely. And the cars just disappear in the shadows for me. So there's a bridge right there. I'm going to go over there and I'm going to walk up that hill. I'm going to walk across that bridge and down the other side, and then we'll walk down that sidewalk to get to the bank. So here we go. I don't usually go this way, but I wanted to come by and show you the road. So that's why we're walking this way. I don't know if I'm going to be able to walk up this steep embankment here. So we'll see. Wow. I don't know that I can do that. This sidewalk is terrible. Alright, well I'm gonna turn you off so that I can try to get up that embankment. I guess you can kind of see that. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, I made it. I've never done that before. Alright, so this used to be where there was a railroad came down here, and it's the beginning of a hiking trail now. So they've taken the railroad tracks out and turned it into a railroad or a walking trail. And this hiking trail goes quite a ways. I walk this most days. But we're not going to follow the trail around. We need to go down this embankment and over to the sidewalk that's somewhere over in that area there. So, here we go. I don't like using my cane in the grass. So, I've done this a few times. You just have to go slow. It's not too hard. Alright. So I'll follow this grass over to the road and we'll pick up the sidewalk. And here we go. So now we'll just walk down this way about, 3/4 of a mile or so. And we'll make it to the bank. It could be as far as a mile. Somewhere around there. So I'm going to turn this off, and I'll probably turn it back on when we get around the library. That's one of the stops that I make sometimes. And again, this sidewalk is just horrible. We're not to the library yet, but I just kind of want you to look down the road there. I don't know if you can see anything. I'm assuming you can. But when the sun is where it is now, my vision is almost nothing when I look ahead. Matter of fact, I can't see anything more than about 10 or 15 feet in front of me. And that sun just blinds me completely. So, I just thought I'd let you see that. Alright. We're getting close to the library. Here's someone over there with a lawnmower. And I have the traffic that's running on my right. I like this little bridge. We got 2 of these to go over. And they're just right by the library. I'm going to lose my sidewalk as I get closer to the bank, but that's unavoidable. So I guess the library is still a little ways up here. This is some type of, I don't know, Lions Club, or I don't remember what it is. Something like that. Some type of lodge. Maybe it says it on that sign. I can't read that. So, I'm going to turn you off. That sun's still in my eyes. Yay! Well, now we're getting close to the library. To my left, this is some type of golf course or something. I used to golf. I wouldn't be able to see the ball to hit it, and then I certainly wouldn't be able to follow it. Of course, I'd probably just hit it with 2 feet in front of me, so it wouldn't be a problem. Anyway. Hey, you're supposed to hit that where it lies.
I
Yeah, I was fishing this ball out from under a tree. Alright, well there's our library. That's probably what it says on that sign. And there it is, all closed up. It's about 6:30, I guess, at night. So, they close that pretty early. And we've got the YMCA up there with its big pool and the big pool slide. I think that's still shut down because of COVID. But that's over there. And of course on this other side there's no sidewalk or anything like that. So that's why we're walking on this side. Well, actually, we'd be on this side anyway because I wouldn't be able to cross the road too easily. So, up ahead we're going to lose our sidewalk. We're going to come to Meeks. And we are kind of headed outside of our town. We just live in a small town, about 10,000, maybe 12,000 people. But this bank is right on the edge of town. It's the closest one to me. So I'll be back after a while. You just mentioned this. I see there's something up in front of me here. It's probably just the bridge, but can't always tell if it's a person when it's taller like that. Yeah, it's just the bridge. Anyway, I just thought I'd give you that little tidbit of information that sometimes these rails from a distance, or those poles, kind of look like they might be people. So I always try to be careful when I get around people. I don't want to whack them with my cane. Alright, I'll be back. Well, we're coming to the end of my sidewalk. This is probably my favorite part of the sidewalk. It's always the best manicured part. Nice and wide and clear, easier to see. The sun's kind of behind the building now, so I can see a little bit better. And I just got on here just because I realized that you might be asking why I'm even making this trip. But my wife gets up around 4:15 in the morning, so she likes to go to bed early. Doesn't like to get out and about. She's worked hard all day. And my kids don't really like to get out either. They get up about the same time. And so, rather than ask them and then feel bad for asking them, I just make a lot of these trips on my own. So, and it's good for me. It's healthy. So, Lord knows I need the exercise. Alright, well I'm going to let you go because I just ran out of sidewalk and I'm going to have to maneuver this. Alright, well, I don't have long to go before I get to the bank. But I was just thinking that when I lose my vision altogether, I won't be able to do this any longer because there are no landmarks or sidewalk, and I would just really struggle with this. So at least the lawn is mowed. Hey, that's a good thing. It's always mowed. So we're getting to the bank parking lot. Alright. Now, I don't see anything clearly. If I didn't know the bank, I would have trouble. But I'm familiar with the bank. So I know where the ATM is, and I know where the night deposit box is. This is the first time I'm using the night deposit box since losing my sight, so I'm hoping I'm able to do it. I brought my magnifier with me. Oh, well, there's something. But I brought my magnifier with me, so hopefully I'll be able to fill out that piece of paper, the deposit slip that's in that night deposit box. I need to get that in the bank. Alright, well, I'm going to go work with this ATM machine. I'm not going to show you any of that. It's private information, what have you. It's in Braille. It's funny that they got an ATM machine on the driver's side of a vehicle with Braille. The person driving the vehicle should never have to use this. I just always think that's a funny thing. Alright, well, I'm going to let you go. Alright, well, we managed that. It's bad now because everything is on screen, and so I can't read the screen. But again, you kind of memorize things. So, now we're going over to the night deposit. A bunch of people just left here. Kind of crazy. And so let's see if I can figure this out. I'm going to let you go again. And so here we are. Oh, look, you were zoomed in. Sorry. Alright. Well, we did it. I put it in. And now it's time to go home. So it's just going back the same way. I'm not going to take you with me going back. And we will, I'll be back with you just as we get home. Alright then. I know I said I wasn't going to take you with me going back home. But I know where I'm at. I'm at Meeks. And this is kind of where my trail starts, my sidewalk. And across the street is a Dollar General. That's the only store, except for the convenience store and the gas station. That's the only store between me and my house. And I really want to go over there and get myself a Gatorade or a Powerade. But in order to do so, I would have to cross this road. Now, this would be a terrible decision for me because it's dusk, which means some cars have lights on and some cars don't. The cars that don't, I cannot see at all. Now, you can hear them, but I can't see anything without lights at this time of day. So I would risk my life if I tried to see. There's a car. I just saw him. No lights. I think it's the law that you turn your lights on an hour before it gets dark or before it gets dusk and dawn, but folks don't do that. Anyway, so this is one of the things in being low vision or blind, is that you just don't get what you want. Actually, that's the shorter way home too, but you just can't do it. So, no Gatorade. I just thought I'd give you, oops, we're in grass. I didn't realize that. Well, I'll talk to you later.